Fires in St. Francis, they're now under control. SABC News team monitoring the fires that have rampaged through parts of the western half of the Eastern Cape, leading to evacuations and road closures. Let's cross back to Kim Daniels, our report on the ground. Kim, good morning. Earlier on, you told us that the fires were under control, but there were advisories that had been issued, given the sensitivity of the matter. We're also trying to quantify the damages and loss at this hour. What's happening on your end as the day continues?
Good morning, Liesel. Yeah, so when we spoke earlier this morning, we were in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. We actually made our way back to the Kouga municipality because, as we understand, within the Eastern Cape, this is where the worst damage was in terms of the fire. I'm back on the N2 between Jeffreys Bay and Newmansdorp. This road yesterday was closed, and as you can see today, it's open. The cars are driving up and down. You can actually see along the sides of the road the damages of the fires. I mean, we were here yesterday afternoon and the fires were blazing. We literally saw the fire jump from one side of the N2 to the other side of the N2. And as you can see, my camera colleague, Lisi Slenkile, is spanning now to the other side of the N2. And just over these hills, past these windmills, is the road that connects Newmansdorp to Hankie. That is the R330. And currently now we got an update from the mayor earlier this morning after he got out of that JOC meeting. He told us that although fires are under control in the area, a new challenge has arisen as the wind is changing direction. The wind is coming from my back, blowing in a westerly direction, which means that the fires that are started in that kloof is now threatening to jump that R330. So firefighters, helicopters and our planes are working. They are on standby just to extinguish that fire, you know, before it does jump that road and cause more havoc on that area where predominantly there are a lot of farms, a lot of homesteads as well. The fires that were blazing in the St. Francis area are under control. There is one team, however, there that is monitoring for flare-ups. The biggest concern that they have, especially in the Eastern Cape as a whole actually, is that the wind can change direction anytime. And we know that the South African Weather Service did issue a red level warning for bush and veld fire because we're going to have extreme heat in the next coming days. Today is quite cool. It is overcast. A promise of rain, a big hope and prayer for rain. We understand last night in Jeffreys Bay they had a prayer service as well, praying for the rain, praying for these fires to stop, just to help assist these firefighters, these volunteers, everyone who's been working around the clock, you know, to combat these fires. There is one other fire back in Jeffreys Bay that's right behind me on my left-hand side, between the N2 where I am and the R102, which was the detour that was used when this N2 was closed. But because the winds changed direction, they moved it. The fire, however, has moved up to the Sonop area. So there are people on standby there. We will be chatting to the mayor a little bit later just to get a full report on what's happening here in the Kouga municipality.
Okay, thank you, Kim. We're going to monitor it alongside you as the day progresses. Obviously, fingers crossed that things stay under control there. Thank you for that succinct update.